Boleh je buat. Kita pandai siapa weh? Syakir.
Nombor je.
Okay, group number 2.
Yes, sir.
Start your presentation.
Ni nampak? So can you see?
No, you need to share your screen. Kat bawah tu ada button share.
Share. Okay, cool. Nampak tak Mun?
Alright, you have around 30 minutes to finish up your presentation. Make it faster.
Okay, sir. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning to Senase and people who join this Zoom room. And today we want to present about the knowledge, attitude and behavior among caregivers of 5 years old children. And I want to introduce myself is Muhammad Akmal Hakim bin Buhari and Amanina Usna, Afini Muzi, Hafizah Zuraimi, and this one is Aisha Nazir. Okay, we proceed to chapter 1, which is the problem statement. Okay, Ministry of Health announced that the number of hand, foot, mouth and disease HFMD in Malaysia has increased further with 40,198 cases reported on 1 August 2018. As of June 30, 2018, the number of reported cases was 27,296 cases compared to 21,303 cases in the same period in 2017. As increase of 28%, the number of cases in 12 states were above the warning level except Johor, Sabah and Sarawak. Warning level is the average number of HFMD cases for 5 years and its value varies according to number of HFMD cases for each state by Hemanantani Sivandam 2018. HFMD can easily infect people, especially children in the premises where their focus are nurseries and kindergartens. Datuk Dr. Hisham Abdullah 2018. Thus, it is important for the caregiver to be alert on this issue as HFMD are usually caused by lack of knowledge, attitude and practice among caregivers. Recognition of this disease is also crucial as it will help to identify patients who have signs of severe disease and can help to protect future contacts. The cause of HFMD can also be shown from a study in Taiwan where the researcher demonstrated that local mean score of healthy practice on HFMD among 175 caregivers was for 55.15, standard deviation equal to 6.68 from full score of 65. With the least practiced behavior were cleaning toys in the household by Law ML 2016 as cited by Qudsia Suleiman in 2017. This clearly shows that caregivers with lack of knowledge, attitude and practice on HFMD are the reason of this disease to happen. Okay, this is the headlines in the Stock Online, Wednesday, 11 July 2018. Okay, our research question for this research is the first. We have 4 questions, which is what is the relationship between the level of knowledge and practice of HFMD among caregivers? The second one is what is the relationship between the level of knowledge and attitude among caregivers about HFMD? The third one is there any relationship between attitude and practice about HFMD among caregivers? And the fourth one is gender correlated with knowledge on HFMD? Our research objective for this research, the first one, to assess the relationship between the level of knowledge and practice of HFMD among the caregivers. The second, to know the relationship between the level of knowledge and attitude on HFMD among the caregivers. The third one, to verify the relationship between the attitude and practice among caregivers on HFMD. And the fourth one is to know whether gender is correlated with knowledge on HFMD. We proceed to research hypothesis, which is Hafizah Turemi.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Hafizah. I will proceed with research hypothesis. We have four research hypotheses. There is a relationship between the level of knowledge and practice of HFMD among the caregivers. There is a relationship between the level of knowledge and attitude on HFMD among the caregivers. There is a relationship between the attitude and practice among caregivers on HFMD. Gender has significant association with knowledge. In chapter 2, we have 3 parts in literature review. Practice, knowledge, and attitude. In practice, from general hand washing, the main strategy for avoiding hand, foot, and mouth disease, the objective is there is a lack of effective prophylactic treatment against HFMD. Identification and prevention of underlying risk factor is still the key to reduce its transmission. The result is its protective effect range from 34% of impetigo to 53% for diarrhea, according to a randomized controlled trial. Our study further emphasized the importance of hand washing and reported that it is related with the 70% risk reduction of HFMD.
Okay, next for knowledge, I would say that the objective is we want to investigate the correlation between knowledge of caregiver and caregiver preventive behavior. So the result is total score is from 0 to 40, where a higher score indicates knowledge about HFMD. So from here we can say that the reliability found in one study was higher, coefficient of 0.81. Next, for attitude, we can say that the objective is to investigate the self-efficacy of the mothers about perception of their ability to prevent HFMD. So the result from here is there are significant higher correlation between maternal behavior in prevention of HFMD in the young children and maternal knowledge about HFMD and perceived attitude. Okay, what I can conclude is we can say that knowledge, practice, and attitude gives an important role in preventing HFMD. Okay, from the journal, we can say that the different place have a different knowledge, different prevention, and different attitude on how they handle HFMD.
Next, for chapter 3, for the reference population, is based on our research, we decided to choose people who have or happen to know any children of 5 years old and below. Our study area will be the state of Perak. To be frank, there are 12 districts in Perak, which is Kinta, Larut Batang, Selama Manjung, Hilir Perak, Kerian, Batang Padang, Kuala Kangsar, Perak Tengah, Hulu Perak, Kampak, and Mualim Bagan Datuk, with a population of 480,000. We also decided to choose all primary schools in Kinta as our sample population. For the sampling design, we use cluster sample to choose district. And we use simple random sampling to choose 1 out of 12 districts in Perak. For the research design, knowledge, practice, and attitude of caregivers toward hand, foot, and mouth disease are important factors to prevent the outbreak of HFMD in children in child care centers. Purpose of this cross-sectional study was to investigate preventing behaviors, knowledge, attitude towards HFMD among caregivers of children in child care centers. This study was conducted from October to November of 2018. The questionnaire was taken from the journal. A standardized self-report questionnaire was developed and utilized to collect data. Data were analyzed using descriptive statistics. For the data collection method, we have 4 sections. For the first one is social demographic and socio-economic data. For the second one is knowledge. Third one is attitude, and fourth is practice. Okay, for our first objective, which is to assess the relationship between the level of knowledge and practice of HFMD among the caregivers, we can conclude that there is a significant relationship between knowledge and attitude. Since the p-value is less than alpha equal to 0.05. For second objective, which is for relationship between knowledge and practice, we also can conclude that there is a significant relationship between knowledge and practice since the p-value is less than alpha 0.05. For relationship between practice and attitude, we also use simple linear regression, and we can conclude that there is a significant relationship between knowledge and practice since the knowledge, practice and attitude, since the p-value is less than alpha equal to 0.05. For our objective number 4, which is to know whether the gender is correlated with knowledge on HFMD, we can conclude that there is no association between gender and knowledge. Based on the table, the total of 348 respondents were included in the analysis. We found that out of 117 male respondents, 77 respondents, which is 65.8%, has low knowledge level. 37 respondents, which is 31.6%, has moderate knowledge level, and 3 respondents has high knowledge level. Next, out of 267 female respondents, 169 respondents, which is 63.3%, has low knowledge level, and 88 respondents have moderate knowledge level, and the rest for 10 respondents have high knowledge level. Furthermore, based on the chi-square and chi-square analysis, we found that the gender and knowledge level do not have any association since the p-value is 0.7945, which is less than alpha 0.05.
Okay. As a conclusion for our study, we can conclude that people with knowledge, have significant relationship with attitude, and knowledge of people also have a significant relationship with the people's practice on HFMD, and attitude also have a significant relationship with people's practice, and there is no association between gender and knowledge. So thank you. That's all from us. And this is our reference for the study. Thank you, sir.
All right. I think in your do you convert or translate the questionnaire to different language?
Yes.
So how many language do you translate?
3 language into Malay, Chinese, and Indian.
How many respondent answer using Chinese translated questionnaire?
Wait, 128. for each, for Malay, Chinese and India.
Answered English, Chinese translated questionnaire ke?
Yeah.
So how
Dia
many respondent do you have?
responded
384.
384.
Yeah.
From your slide, you did not
Yeah.
describe the data into a descriptive statistics. You need to add descriptive statistics to compare how many respondents are there, how many respondents answered for English translated, how many respondents answered for Chinese translated, Malay translated, and Tamil translated. And then I want to see the based on location. So, where is your location of study?
Daerah kita in Ipoh.
All
Perak.
daerah Kelantan and Ipoh. Specific location? Do you have specific location? Where do you collect the data?
We go to all primary schools in Kinta.
All
In Kinta,
primary school in Kinta. So how did you collect the data? You give the questionnaire to the parent?
we use direct questionnaires.
You give the questionnaire to parent?
Parents and teachers.
Parent and
Teachers
teacher.
of-
So what is the method you give the questionnaire? You just go to see the teacher and give the questionnaire, or you wait outside the school and give the questionnaire to the parent? What is the
Both.
We get permission from
We get permission for the administration of school, and then we went to see the teachers from the primary school, and then while waiting for the teachers to answer, some of us we split into two groups, and then some of us are waiting for parents.
parent outside the school lah?
Outside the school.
Do you still keep the permission letter? You get a permission letter or you get verbal permission?
yes.
Oh, we have surat pelepasan from your ATM. We only show that in our cover letter
Mm-hmm.
and questionnaire. Example of questionnaire.
Mm-hmm. How did the headmaster give the permission? They give by verbal or by letter or written?
A week before we go to the school, we call every school. We research list of school in Kinta, and then we call every school in Kinta, and then
they give verbal
we also-
permission.
sorry,
They give verbal permission or written permission?
they give verbal permission whether we can come or not, and then they ask us to prepare the cover letter and surat
Yup.
pelepasan.
All this process should be included into your methodology. Right? You need to explain every detail on your process of getting the data, how you get the permission, what is all the process lah. You need to include into your methodology process. Right? So I just want to know how many out of 300, how many respondent answered in Chinese language questionnaire? Do you have it?
No.
We have the questionnaire, but we didn't count according to the races.
No. How many respondent answered using Chinese translated?
128.
48.
128.
128. How many respondent answered in Tamil language?
Equal same
amount of
same amount of questionnaire for Malay, Chinese and Tamil.
So you did not give the translated questionnaire?
Yeah.
Yeah, we use translated questionnaire and give them.
Nothing.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Wait, sir.
No, I don't want to see the questionnaire. I already saw it, but I just want to know how many questionnaire that for Chinese version questionnaire have you distributed?
128 for each.
148. So 148 for Chinese, 148 for
128.
28, sir.
28.
120. Yeah.
128
Yeah.
for Chinese, 128 for Indian, 128 for Malay. So
Yeah.
for Malay, they use Malay version.
Yes.
For Chinese, they use Chinese version, and for Indian, they use Indian version.
Yes.
Is it? You still keep the questionnaire?
Yes. We have to keep questionnaire.
The questionnaire.
Oh, do you want to see the questionnaire, sir?
I want to see all the questionnaire that are already answered on Monday.
Oh.
Can you bring it to me? Same as group number 1.
Yes.
You should bring your the raw questionnaire that have been answered by each respondent. I want to see. And on Monday lah. Then look at your result. So first step, you should describe the data as in group number 1 done. Group number 1 I have did it. Describe the data for each location. How many Chinese, how many Malay, how many Indian, and what are the rest, the gender involved, what are the relationship to the children. I want to see all that, and based on the location, how many school you have gone, right? Semua yang sekolah you dah pergi, I nak tengok. And then based on the linear regression, you should combine all the simple linear regression result together in one table, and then you should try to do a simple multiple linear regression and take practice as dependent variables. And then for comparison between the social demographic factor as same as group number 1 done, right? You kena buat macam tu. You try buat macam tu, then it will give some impact to your study lah. And I want to see you on Tuesday, and same as group number 1, you need to resubmit your presentation with correction, right? I want you to do a correction for your report and presentation based on my comment tadi, right? And resubmit on Tuesday, and I want to see you group number 1 and group number 2 on Monday. You bring along your raw questionnaire.
Raw questionnaire or all the questionnaire?
All the questionnaire lah.
All the questionnaire.
So for look at the Pearson chi-squared result. Right. What is the Pearson chi-squared result? Yeah, association between gender, races, right? Did you check the expected count or all the assumption involved?
Okay, sir.
Did you check?
Huh?
Check.
Check. Yes,
So
we
what is
check.
the wait. So do you check the expected count for all the cells? I don't think that this one have expected count more than 5. And I think better you should do try to do analysis by splitting the level to two categories. As I mentioned in group number 1, right, with a low knowledge and have knowledge. Yeah, by splitting by 50% lah, right? Can you show me your RStudio and the data?
RStudio.
This data, the data.
Where is your data?
This is our data.
You need to show me. You need to share your data.
Oh, tak share.
You need to add the presentation slide and then share the data.
Sorry, sir.
Right. Where is your variable for knowledge?
Okay, stop.
Okay.
I want to take over your computer.
Okay.
So 384. For group number 1, they have how many sample?
384.
Group number 1, how many sample size you have?
Group number 1. Hello?
We have 324.
Same.
No.
24, sir. 24. 324.
This one.
Yes.
Yes.
Ada group. Weh, awak belum betul tak?
Masuk tak?
So you total the score based on each question lah.
Yes.
Did you rate do you give the marks based on true and false? 1 mark for true, 0 for false?
Yes. Yes. 1, 2, 2, 4.
1 for
I don't know.
1 for 2, 3 for false, 3 for don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terus betul. Satu mark. Yang tu satu. Okay.
Right, very good. So based on the multiple linear regression, you have both variable are totally significant, right? So you can do a multiple linear regression, right? MC test. Can you need to check the multicollinearity and check all the assumption and report into your report lah. Right. Don't forget your analysis for descriptive statistics and report for chi-square analysis too for each social demographic factor, right? And I think okay, good.
Okay.
Right. And I want you group number 1 and group number 2 see me on Monday.
Okay.
Bring all the document, all the material, all the questionnaire. Come and see me. Right.
Right.
For group number 3, number 4, and number 5.